Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. The lack of money is the root of all evil. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Better to keep your mouth shut and appear stupid than to open it and remove all doubt. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. Don't go around saying, "The world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first." If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. To succeed in life, you need two things: ignorance and confidence. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. Concerning the difference between man and the jackass, some observers hold that there isn't any, but this wrongs the jackass. When a man loves cats, I am his friend and comrade. Without further introduction, if you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and a man. A successful book is not made of what is in it, but of what is left out of it. It is so unsatisfactory to read a noble passage and have no one you love at hand to share the happiness with you. It's a classic, something that everybody wants to have read and nobody wants to read. Always obey your parents when they are present. It is good to obey all the rules when you're young, so you'll have the strength to break them when you're old. Arguments are unsafe with wives because they examine them, but they do not examine compliments. Marriage, yes, it is the supreme felicity of life. I concede it, and it is also the supreme tragedy of life. The deeper the love, the surer the tragedy, and the more disconsolating when it comes. There are three things which I consider excellent advice. First, don't smoke to excess. Second, don't drink to excess. Third, don't marry to excess. There is more real pleasure to be gotten out of a malicious act where your heart is in it than out of 30 acts of a nobler sort. Let us endeavor so to live so that when we come to die even the undertaker will be sorry. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. Many a small thing has been made large by the right kind of advertising. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. The more you explain it, the more I don't understand it. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The finest clothing made is a person's own skin, but, of course, society demands something more than this. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. When you fish for love, bait with your heart, not your brain. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone, you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. There's one way to find out if a man is honest. Ask him. If he says yes, you know he's crooked. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Life does not consist mainly, or even largely, facts or happenings. It consists mainly of the storm of thoughts that is forever. Life is short, flowing through
Break
one's
the
head.
rules.
Forgive quickly, kiss slowly, love truly, laugh uncontrollably. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Thank you for watching.